Well, Colin, it's episode 190. It's your theme pick, and it's also a very important NFL game day for Joey, which is why he's not here.
Yeah, he's watching Everton get its ass kicked again.
Well, there's that, but it's the Houston Texans at the New England Patriots, and so he was trying to talk shit to me, and then he was constantly reminded on his own. It's like, oh yeah, I don't like care about the NFL, and I especially don't like New England sports teams, even though I live in New England. So I was trolling people at work and all through the weekend. I'm like, "You guys watching the Texans game this weekend?" Then they like pause. You go, "Wait, you mean the Patriots game?" I go, "No. I want to watch the winning team." And then it was Broncos, Bills, and like Josh Allen had a fumble and 2 interceptions. I go, "Man, it's gonna be wild when Drake May throws 3 interceptions and 1 fumble, right?" And they're like, "Hey, whoa, calm down, buddy." Lots of trolling, all in good jest. All in good jest.
So, sounds like a very American thing.
It's very American. Look, the Utah Mammoth in hockey are doing quite well for who they are, what they are, and the division they're in. I do enjoy watching them immensely this year. Avalanche are kind of on a small skid ever since Landeskog went down. Very much, the timeline matches up quite horribly. And then the Leafs are the Leafs. It's very depressing. You and I know all about Leafs depression.
Yeah, we sure do.
God. Yeah, the other night they lost to Vegas with a 3-goal lead in the third, and then a non-effort play by the captain led to the game-winning goal for Vegas, and I'm just like shaking my head, going, "God, this fucking team."
Yeah. As soon as they get a lead, they get lazy.
Oh, I don't know if it's lazy. I don't know if it's complacency. Whatever the case is, they know how to make me sad.
So true.
But what doesn't make me sad are the video games I'm playing lately.
Go on.
Well, I'm still playing Wet, very slowly.
Mm-hmm.
No opinion change since the last podcast episode. Definitely an underrated, like, cult classic type game. Final Fantasy 13, I beat Chapter 8. Very short compared to the others.
Oh.
I'm getting to the point where, like, the game opens up immensely, but boy, it's been a long journey getting to that. I still don't quite understand what the story is, which is it's like a stubborn fever dream of I don't know what I'm playing. I don't hate it, but they're discriminated against. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Pizza Tower I beat like a couple levels last night. But that's it. I mean, everything's making me happy. I'm having fun, which is what it's supposed to be. Now I am staring at some older titles like Parasite Eve 2, Final Fantasy 8 some more. I have an itching to play a Dragon Quest game, but we'll take care of that pretty soon.
Yeah, you do have an upcoming theme with it.
Mm-hmm. And then I just got, in anticipation for another future theme, I'll spoil the game, though. I got the Cosmic Fantasy Collection off Limited Run Games.
Do tell.
Well, so eBay has a bunch of old Limited Run games, inevitably. And Cosmic Fantasy is a PC Engine CD type game. So I'm like, well, I don't have a CD PC Engine. And going through my like I've been reading a lot about like old RPGs, and I've really come into reading a lot about the PC Engine. I did get the Bitmap Books PC Engine one, and there's this whole series of games by this one company I've never heard of, and they were just immensely popular RPGs in Japan, and they've been fan translated over the years. So I made a whole theme about that later this year that's coming out in a few months. and I did buy both limited run sets. Uh, so I'm excited to play those. They look really good. I watched YouTube videos before making the purchase, and that goes into our last podcast where, yes, you can watch YouTube videos and make opinions over the game, because that's our version of
Yeah,
demos in 2025, basically.
absolutely.
So it's cool. I'm
I mean, demos do still exist.
sort
Some
of.
some guys will release demos, at least on Steam.
Yeah, they Nintendo Switch put out a Dragon Quest VII remaster demo that you can play before the game comes out in a few weeks.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, and that's good because Dragon Quest VII I've never played before, mostly because Dragon Quest wasn't in the States popular yet at the time. And then by the time I got interested in playing a Dragon Quest game at all, uh, it was a rare game on the PlayStation back then. You can't get it for like under $120, $30. So this remaster, re-release, remake, whatever it's categorized as, I'm very excited for it
Nice.
because that's along lines of Mario 7 Star Superstars RPG deal, where
Yeah, yeah.
the game's just so absurdly expensive on its original console that the remake or re-release like makes sense.
Gotcha.
Very happy with those things. Thousand Year Door, that's another example. That was re-released.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Yep.
very fun. So how about yourself?
Well, I have been extremely strapped for time this past week. I mean, we had a big snowstorm on Thursday that set the majority of our trucks back to the point that we all had to come in yesterday to play catch up. It was good God, it was a shitload of snow.
Yeah, I'm actually seeing that same storm now. It's coming down with me.
Yeah, it just snowed all day Thursday. And it was nuts. So yeah, I had to go in for 6 hours yesterday. But hey, time and a half means an extra $200+ for me. Wonder what I'll spend it on.
Limited
Yeah,
run
we'll see.
Cosmic Fantasy.
Maybe. But the only game I've been playing besides podcast games is Pepper Grinder.
Okay.
I would have played Sanabi, but my Marvel vs. Capcom cartridge was in my Switch, and I was so tired from work, I just didn't want to bother switching out cartridges over and over.
Oh, that's a
So I just
level of
picked a
tired.
game that was, yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, I just picked a game that was directly on my hard drive, and I really enjoy it. I've talked about it before. It's a 2D pixel art type game where
Yeah.
you have a little drill where you can just drill through dirt, similar to Simon from Gurren Lagann, minus the mech, just using his little hand drill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes for some interesting challenges. But aside from that, I did make some time to buy a bunch of high-end liquor with a bunch of LCBO gift cards that were gifted to me by the residents on my routes.
Now you're
And keep
talking
in
my
mind, I go
language.
through some, yeah, I go through some pretty rich neighborhoods, so they gifted those. You, something you can expect. But yeah, I ended up buying some Florida Cana rum and gunpowder Irish gin.
Oh, I've been meaning to try the gunpowder gin.
Cool. Yeah, I just bought them because they seemed pretty high end and they got pretty good reviews online.
I'm not familiar with
And
the rum one that you got.
it's Florida Cana, aged 12 years.
Yeah,
Got a
not
nice big glass
familiar.
bottle with an actual cork stopper.
Yeah. Oh, good. Like higher end rum, like $30+. 10, 12,
Yeah.
15, whatever the years are for rum these days. Uh, they get really good. I like this one called Boom Boom.
Oh
I
yeah.
think it's straight out of Jamaica. It looks like something pirates would drink, which is I think its whole appeal to the bottle and everything.
Nice.
That one's really good. And then I have what's this other one I got? Hold on. Uh I gotta grab it. Oh, gonna make me want to drink it now. Oh, where are you, bottle?
Hey, join the
There you
club.
are. Ah.
Get nice and smashed.
Oh, okay. It is. It is Ron Viejo del Caldas. It's an 8-year rum, and it's from Colombia,
Oh yeah.
and I do not have much left. Which means I gotta take a swig now because it's in my hand, and we're podcasting talking about rum. Yeah, this it has one of those sponge corks, not the actual cork.
Yeah. Yeah, the gunpowder Irish gin also has a cork stopper. So it's nice and fancy.
Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, cool. That's some good rum. Put that back. Make sure I don't drink any more of that. Ah,
Yeah, it says on Google, Flor de Caña. Yeah, it's Caña. It's a family-owned Nicaraguan brand.
Nicaragua. Okay.
Known for its naturally aged, sustainably produced rums with rich notes of vanilla, caramel, oak, and dried fruit. And the name means flower of the cane.
Okay. I looked
So
up
yeah, I now
best
have
rum from Venezuela since it's in the news.
nice.
Just a loose search. We got the Diplomatico Reserve. The name sounds funny. Santa Teresa and Pampero.
Ooh,
Pampero. That sounds pretty good. Of course, one of
getting
these
pretty
pictures has like a
exotic.
lit cigar next to the bottle.
Ooh.
That's fun.
Yeah, I have almost a full variety of booze now. I mean, I got beer, obviously, but I've also got liqueur. That is to say, Kahlua and Bailey's. I got
Yeah.
rum, whiskey, gin, bourbon, cognac, and vodka. Now I just need some brandy and I'll have a full set.
Yeah, you pretty much got everything. I would recommend. It's a dangerous route to go down, but I would recommend getting a lot of the like aperitifs and stuff, and then
Oh, yeah.
mixing that like Campari, Muir, uh, peach liqueur, some uh, curacao,s that kind of stuff. Triple sec is like a necessity. You can find ways to use
Ooh.
that. Then you start going into the white wacky cocktail mixing that I do. Like I'm bored. I'm
Yeah,
gonna do this, this, and this. You're playing Final Fantasy, and you're like, I want a Cosmo Canyon. I'm gonna figure out how to make that.
yeah. Yeah, once I get myself a house, then I'll definitely be setting up a liquor cabinet.
You live near Toronto. You're never getting a house. Now,
Don't
if
underestimate
you
me.
move to the Maritimes, you got a shot.
Perhaps. But I got a lot of family in the area, so I need somewhere to I need somewhere to crash if I find myself homeless.
Jeez, some morbidity there.
Nah, my job security at my job is rock solid, so I'm not worried.
Everyone needs trash picked up. There's no shame in that at all. And you make good money. It's your. I mean, it's guaranteed a job as long as you show up and do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And very few people actually want to do it, so I'm doing what a lot of people don't want to do. So that adds to the security.
Would you say it's better or worse than the Georgia Airlines job you had?
I think it's better. It's a lot simpler. I mean, sure, it's more physically demanding, but it's as soon as you get all the motions down, it's pretty mindless, and for someone like me, that works because I like to let my mind wander while I work.
Mm-hmm.
So and I'm constantly on the move, so that keeps me from getting bored. So
Yeah.
it's a good job for me. I mean, obviously, at some point, my body's going to give out. But but I am mentally prepared to make the shift over to 18-wheeler driving. Once that day comes, that'll be a nice pre-retirement job,
You can just be
or
the
even
garbage
post-retirement.
truck driver, couldn't you?
I could, but that I've had days where I've had a dedicated picker, and
Hmm.
those can be pretty maddening because it's just same shit over and over, just stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. At least if I'm driving an 18-wheeler, it's a steady flow, a steady drive, at
I
least
don't know.
along
I
the
don't. I can't.
freeways.
Ah, I couldn't do that sort of life, that lifestyle. Like
Well, I could, so
I've asked myself if I should get back into the oil field in some capacity, but I think the mentality of being out there, I suppose I would just readjust again. Not like I couldn't do it again. I think it's
true.
just too unknown with when you're going out, how long. Yeah, the money's good, but you never know when it's going to stop, which I experienced twice, which is a big
Yeah,
reason why I didn't want to get back into the industry at all.
yeah, that's fair.
Um, and now I've been with this one company for 7 years, and I'm in upper management. It's much easier. I guess that'd be a way to put it. And I don't need to rely on the oil field anymore. Uh,
That's always nice.
yeah. And what do you want, Cat? Hmm? Bugging
He
me.
wants attention.
Yeah, oh yeah, he does.
You were saying before you're
Sticking his
getting
cold
ready.
nose against my nose.
Yeah, it's just like when I was living at home. The cat, every time I sat down to play on my PS3 or PS4, immediately cat would jump into my lap because she knew I wasn't going anywhere for at least an hour.
Yeah. Well, this red-haired Abyssinian I got is anytime I sit down, he has to jump up on my chest, start kneading the shirt, rub it. I have to take my glasses off because he just rubs his whole face against mine, knocks the glasses off. Get that shit out of the way. I gotta give you love.
Love me, love me.
Yeah. And then when I go to bed, he will stay in bed with me. Period. The whole time.
I guess so.
Yeah. That's the situation there. All right. Um, let's get into these two games
Sure.
because I got sushi to make this afternoon, and I'm very excited for that. I have okay. So before I play the drop, I have this financial challenge I'm giving myself today. Okay.
Okay.
Because I went to sushi slash ramen place that I vastly enjoy. I took you there once when you visited Ebisu.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
remember that.
So I've made a challenge where I'm gonna make the basic sushi rolls. I have the kits and everything, and I got like an onigiri molder and all these things. So I took a picture of the menu and wrote down the prices. And this is one of the more affordable sushi places in Rhode Island that I enjoy going to. So I wrote down the prices of the Philadelphia roll, the California roll, the basics of the basics, right? And I'm like, how much would it cost if I went out and bought all this stuff myself and made them myself compared to these prices? Okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to go get tuna. I'm going to go get some salmon. Going to go get, obviously, I have to get a bunch of avocados. Those are expensive things.
Yeah, yeah.
The rice, not so much, but you get the idea.
Gotcha, gotcha.
So I got a friend. I got my friend coming over. I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna get a bunch of stuff. Throw me like $10, and I'll buy all the sushi shit. So I'm
Sounds
excited to
fun.
do that. Just oh yeah, just I mean, what's the worst that happens? I make rice balls and throw all the fish in there.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know. Uh,
I wish I had time to expand my cooking repertoire. There's all kinds of stuff I want to try making,
well,
like
the
Flying Jacob.
the flying what?
Flying Jacob.
Oh,
It's a chicken dish,
oh, sure.
sort of like a casserole, but involves sweet chili and peanuts and whipped cream and a bunch of other stuff. I just saw it on a YouTube video. You may or may not have heard of regular, ordinary Swedish mealtime. They just take all these different dishes and make them as violently as possible.
Oh, I've probably seen this. It sounds funny.
Probably, yeah. And that was one of my favorite videos, so I thought eventually I'd like to try my hand at that.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna make curry next week sometime. Uh,
Nice, nice.
yeah, I got radishes. I'm gonna get carrots and potatoes today. Um, I just need to figure out what meat I'm gonna put in there. That's always the tough part because
Cool.
meat's stupid expensive now.
Yeah, yeah. So true.
Ooh, actually, I think I have. I froze some meat like a couple months ago. I just gotta thaw that and cut it into pieces. All right, problem solved. Answered my own question.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, here's the drop. Here we go. All right, Colin, take us through why you chose this theme and then go into the first game.
I had a couple of games I was curious about that I have only kind of touched on one series, and the other I've had sitting on my shelf for a while. Although I still don't have a PSP to play it on. Go try figuring that out. I mean, I've only got like three PSP games on my shelf, but
All Kingdom
sooner
Hearts?
or later I have to get one. Sorry?
All Kingdom Hearts games?
Well, one of them is.
Okay.
Another is a Metal Gear Solid game. And the third is what we're talking about today, but we'll get to that
Oh man,
in a
the
bit.
PSP, the memories I have with that thing, through my first job at the bowling alley, took it with me to Germany in high school. I must have 30, 40 games the PSP and played all of them so much.
Nice. Well, maybe at some point I'll install a PSP emulator on my shiny new Steam Deck.
A lot. So the thing about emulating PSP is most of the games work very well. Like I got my little handheld here that I've been playing a lot of wacky things on, and like Snatcher, and
Hmm.
um, I would say 9 out of 10 games you try are gonna work well, and then just for some reason your 10th one will be choppy. It just won't work at all. It's very strange. It's like an
Yeah, yeah.
almost perfect emulator.
Yeah, makes sense. But in any case, I'm I also really like crossover stuff, as evidenced by my rambling on fan fictions during
Hmm.
our One Piece anime review, which you can go back and watch, by the way, to the audience.
Yes, very drunk podcast, very fun.
Yeah. Over 2 hours of drunken rambling,
It's great. This is great.
especially from Hickey.
It's really the only way to review One Piece is just get drunk and start talking randomly about it.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, uh, first game is Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes on arcade, Dreamcast, and PlayStation. Developed and published by Capcom, released in the arcade in Japan on February 1998 and in North America on March 1998, and on the Dreamcast in Japan, North America, and the EU across various dates in 1999,
Mm-hmm.
and then on the PlayStation in Japan, November 11th, 1999, and North America and EU, January 2000. So, very scattershot release. And it's exactly what it sounds like. You got characters from Marvel and characters from Capcom games like Street Fighter and Mega Man and other such things just teaming up and fighting each other. You can just make your own team of two and uh, fight other teams of two, and you'll also randomly get uh, characters, other characters, either Capcom or Marvel, jumping in to assist you when you put in the right button combination. Like the game will choose it for you, at least in the version I was playing, because
Mm-hmm.
I have the Switch Marvel vs. Capcom collection. It's just got like 7 different games, although only 2 of them are actual dedicated Marvel vs. Capcom. And
The Switch is so
the game
good.
is,
The way they've
yeah, I love this
the
thing.
way they've found a way to keep up with the modern games in releasing, and then all of the old ports that's seemingly throughout the system's library is incredible.
Yeah, yeah. And also various remakes of old stuff. I mean, you've got
Yeah.
remakes and remasters. I mean, Final Fantasy Tactics, Lunar 1 and 2,
I still need to
Live
get that.
Alive. Yeah, I've got my copy of Lunar 1 and 2. I mean, I've actually got a physical copy, PlayStation copy of the original Lunar Silver Star story, but
Mm-hmm.
never got 2 because it is stupid expensive.
Oh my god, there it is on eBay for like $50.
What? Oh, the remaster?
Yeah, for the Switch. Ooh.
Gonna get it?
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there's no way I'm not getting
Let me
this
know
like
how
this
that
second.
goes.
Yeah, Lunar 1 and 2, Sega CD. There's Sea of Stars right there, $60, but I'll just get that game digitally.
Yeah, I still gotta play that thing. Oh yeah, if you're so inclined, you can add Pepper Grinder to my uh, games list on the
I will
tracker.
do that right now. Right before I purchase Lunar Remastered on the Switch.
Sweet.
uh, that's got to be a game I add to the list this year. Is Lunar. All right, fuck. Okay, I've decided. I am not playing again. I'm not doing it. It's not happening.
Yeah, just gonna drop that shit.
Dropping that shit hard. All right, I am playing Lunar Silver Star Story though. Is that the first
Hell
one?
yes.
I think that's the first one, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's the first one.
Yeah, I got to do that instead. That's a way better use of my time.
Hell yeah.
Silver Star Story. Okay. Sega CD, technically.
And to my knowledge, it has not been censored.
Oh, let's see. Oh my god, it's like a 30-hour game. Okay, sure. Okay.
You can play it portably. That helps.
All right, so continue on, Colin, as I purchase Lunar, the remastered collection, on the podcast.
Go for it. Yeah, as far as Marvel vs. Capcom is concerned, the game is pretty fairly oriented towards casual players, sort of like how Mortal Kombat is compared to Street Fighter 2. There's more emphasis on spectacle rather than depth, but some people prefer that, like me. Like, you'll on occasion have these super attacks where you're just firing off big energy beams or got these big long combos. Just depends on which character you're using. Like, if you're using Wolverine, then it'll be a big long combo. Or if you're
Mm-hmm.
using Iron Man / War Machine, it'll be a big beam attack. And this is I enjoyed playing this. It's one fighting game where I could really feel myself having fun playing it.
Yeah, because you have a history on
So,
this podcast of not really being all about these fighting games.
yeah, not particularly.
Yeah, that and
It's just a
sports
lot of
games.
depth and complexity. It's definitely not something I could. I mean, I'm not a particularly competitive gamer, so it's got something to do with it. I tend to favor more co-op for multiplayer than versus, but it can be fun either way, depending on the game. But I mean, for me personally, my favorite characters were Spider-Man and War Machine, though I also liked Gambit and Strider Hiryu.
I was actually playing Arthur, the Ghosts and Goblins dude, like the whole time.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's pretty funny.
Strider was really fun. He's a wacky. He's got a big scarf, man. He's got a big long scarf.
Yep,
I
yep. And
played
then
the
Blade.
Dreamcast version, and then I tried out the PlayStation version. So I stayed away from the arcade. I very much enjoy the console experience, even though the arcade is much better.
Yeah, yeah.
But the Dreamcast version, I'm trying to confirm if the Dreamcast version ever technically came out in the US.
Yeah, Wikipedia says it did, but it's hard to say.
But I can't find any like hard copies of the American one. I see a lot of European and British, and because I don't think the Dreamcast had uh, region lock on it,
Huh.
like you can just get it. But anyways, I digress. I didn't have any issues playing the Dreamcast version at all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was very seamless. So it's maybe arcade perfect isn't quite the right word to use with it, but I'm sure that it was good enough. Right? It
Yeah,
had
yeah.
all the characters. It had your secret characters I was messing around with. You can get like not Chun-Li, but like evil version.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah.
can get Venom and his different palette swaps, which is cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was pretty balanced between a lot of the characters. I didn't find one was over because that's always a problem with crossover games is the balance between all these characters and like reach and hitbox and that kind of stuff. That wasn't always an
Yeah,
issue
yeah.
with the Gundam games, but you still have fun with them. Now, the PlayStation version is immediately like noticeably a step down.
Okay.
Frame rate's not as good. It's not the tag team fighting mechanic or the dual minded two characters 2v2. It is 1v1 and then upon a victory it like goes to a screen that you have to then choose another character and you actually choose like your opponent's character and it mirrors. So
Really?
if you both choose the same characters, it just palette swaps and it just becomes which one am I again? Am I the purple? Am I the Gets very weird. I watched a whole YouTube video on the problems with the PlayStation version versus, say, the Dreamcast or arcade, and the PlayStation just had a load of uh, limitations that it had to overcome because the hardware was just old. It couldn't
Yeah.
handle what was required of it, as opposed to the Dreamcast, which came out years later. So they probably should have just waited for the PS2 to come out. But by that time,
Yeah, yeah.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was already on its way, and that's the route that went down. And my payment for Lunar just went through. Game's on its way.
Hell yeah.
I've
That should
never
be
played
fun.
Lunar, I don't think. Have we played it for the podcast? I don't remember.
Yeah, we did. We had like a Sega CD episode, and that was one of the games.
Lunar the Silver Star. Yeah, okay. That was, it's 2018. No wonder I don't remember.
Yeah, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's when I played it. Played my PlayStation version.
All right. I don't remember playing it. It's been years.
It's really fun. I enjoyed my time with it, and you'll occasionally see some obscure references to like 90s phrases. Like at one point, one NPC you talk to in the opening village talks about make sure to drink your milk. It does a body good.
Oh, what is this pepper
From one
game
of
I'm adding
those
to you again?
pepper grinder.
Pepper Grinder. Switch, PC?
Switch.
Switch. All right. Got it. Gotti.
Hell yeah.
You're up to 19 games on your list for 2026. I am at 13 currently.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it short, but it can be really tough.
Ah, you got
Especially if I'm
You got
ranked
goals
up.
for the year.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually hoping to do that that bike ride I did this past June. I talked about it going along the lake shore from Oshawa to Toronto, but this time I want to do it in reverse. Toronto to Oshawa.
Ah. How far is
And the
Barry?
sunset will that's that's I'd say that driving that takes at least an hour to get to.
I
That's
mean, if you really want to try.
I don't.
Come on, I'm sure you got a cabin or village or something up there that you can go to.
But I don't wanna.
Uh,
I'd rather see the view of the lake. And I'll have the sunset at my back this time around.
There's
So
lakes in
that'll
Barry. It's just not as big.
yeah, Lake Simcoe.
Yeah, go be a simp out there. Come on. That's too easy. All right.
Only if I
Only if you what?
only if I could get a cheap house there.
Mm. Oh, in Barry? Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, you probably could because
Eh.
it's prone to tornadoes and shit.
Tornadoes in Barry? All right, hold on.
Look it up, man. Just in the past couple of years, there was a tornado that ripped through and fucking destroyed a bunch of houses and
No
buildings.
way. I never knew that about that area of the country.
Me either. I don't know if it was a full-blown tornado or
Let's
just a
see.
funnel cloud, but either way.
The worst one was in 85. It's called the tornado capital of Canada? What?
Tornado Alley, I guess. Our version.
There was one in 2021?
Yeah, that might be the one I'm thinking of. Property insurance must be through the roof.
Oh my god. This is crazy information. Oh, I'm like floored by this. Whoa, look at these pictures.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Holy
wild.
shit. Why? What How? Like, why that
I
area
don't
of the
know.
country? All right, all right. Why does
I
Barry have tornadoes?
I mean, Alberta's had its fair share of tornadoes too.
I know Alberta. That makes sense to me. Like the whole Great Plains region of Canada, Saskatchewan, uh, Ontario, Alberta. That I wouldn't. I'm not questioning that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's just colder Kansas to me. It's due to the warmer temperatures and humidity coming off Lake Ontario that once it gains speed across the plains that hit northern Ontario mixed with the upper region lakes. It causes an accelerated rise of warm air due to the rapid passage of cold updraft air mixing between the lakes. Then why doesn't Minnesota get? Because it doesn't have a Great Lake. That would answer that. That would answer that.
Yeah, Minnesota's got its own problems right now.
It's certainly not tornadoes, but it's a different storm they got to weather. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
that's crazy. I didn't know that about Northern Ontario. Wow.
Yeah, you learned something new today. The more you know.
All right, so Marvel vs. Capcom was pretty good.
Yeah. Although I couldn't use Zangief for Mega Man to save my life.
Mega Man, yeah,
I was never.
Zangief was impossible. I agree there.
Yeah,
Mega Man, I found him kind of boring.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, not exactly a spectacular fighter.
No,
And I was never able to beat the Hulk.
well, he's too strong. Hulk smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
It's like
canonically it makes sense.
Earthquake and he's like Earthquake in Samurai Showdown.
So get a load of this. The Dreamcast version of this game runs about 20 to 25 bucks. Okay.
Okay.
The PlayStation version runs 35 to, if you're in Europe, $90.
Holy shit.
Now, if you're into fighting games, I say the Dreamcast version is very much superior. There's the usual issue with buying Dreamcast games, though, where it suffers disc rot quite easily,
Yeah, yeah.
which is why I haven't gone the crazy collector of the Dreamcast route,
Yeah.
which is very disappointing. But the PlayStation version is definitely not worth it. And now that it's come out on the Switch with that capacity, just get the Switch version.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
What was that? What does that run? Like 20 bucks, I imagine? Something like that?
Yeah, it came out fairly recently, so it's probably closer to 50. American
Yeah,
at
it's
least.
kind of steep. Although I did just drop 50 bucks on Lunar in real time, so. But that's also, like, really not available.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, let's see here. How much does Lunar go for? Let's look this up. Lunar. Let's see as we compare. So the PlayStation version of Lunar Silver Star Story is 45. Lunar 2 is 35, so I saved money there. If I wanted the Sega CD Lunar, it's 90. Lunar 2 on the Sega CD is 117. Yeah, it's just not. It's not realistic to get.
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking at the Steam version, and it's going for 70 bucks Canadian.
Oof. Oof. Yeah, no. Uh, I wouldn't spend more than $30 on Marvel.
Yeah. Although keep in mind the fighting collection is 7 games in one place, so
Oh, is it? Okay. All right, that's more palpable then. Okay.
yeah, it's like X-Men versus Street Fighter and all those ones, and it's like Marvel
Yeah.
vs.
Okay.
Capcom 1 and 2 on top of the other 5, so it makes
All right.
sense.
I have changed my opinion with more information. Okay. I'll pass. I'll pass it. I'll pass it.
Yeah, yeah, I pass it too.
Next.
Yes. Next up, Dissidia Final Fantasy on PlayStation Portable. Developed and published by Square Enix and released on the PSP in Japan on December 18th, 2008, and in North America on August 25th, 2009, in Australia on September 3rd, 2009, and the EU on September 4th, 2009. By the way, if I sound rather stuffy, it's because I've been dealing with a head cold all week. My nose is very plugged.
All good. We all get sick.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, Dissidia Final Fantasy. This is basically just a whole bunch of Final Fantasy characters put into one place in an arena fighter, and you fight each other. I mean, you got all the heroes and villains. You got Cloud from FF7, Squall from FF8, Zidane from 9, Sephiroth, Golbez, Kuja, Jacked,
Is that how you pronounced his name?
Tidus. Who?
Zidane?
That's how I've heard it.
Oh, I've always said
I guess it,
Zidane.
tomato, tomato, I guess.
Not that it matters. Just makes for fun banter.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And unlike Marvel vs. Capcom, this game actually does have a plot. It's like two gods called Cosmos and Chaos are locked in eternal conflict. They will summon various Final Fantasy characters to fight for them. I mean, Cosmos summons the heroes, Chaos summons the villains. You get the picture.
Yeah.
And apparently, this game actually started off as a spin off of Kingdom Hearts under Tetsuya Nomura's direction, but he found himself uncomfortable with various Disney characters fighting each other, so he changed it to Final Fantasy. Yeah.
Okay, that's funny.
And I can definitely see the traces of Kingdom Hearts in here, like the sliding on rails mechanic. Like some arenas will have like these trails of energy in the air, and you can actually slide on them. And you see that's a mechanic you see a lot in the Kingdom Hearts games after 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the fights themselves feel a lot like Kingdom Hearts boss fights, more so than true fighting game fights. It's like those bonus fights against the organization in the remasters and in 3.
Mm-hmm.
And it just fights a lot plays a lot like an action RPG. Feels like it was meant to be pure single player rather than versus or versus multiplayer. And I tried playing this on an emulator. I actually got like a little dedicated retro thing from RetroSnap. Maybe I don't know if you've heard of them. It's just I tried playing it, but it kept crashing
Yeah, so that's what I was
after
talking
like
about. I think Dissidia is one of those games that doesn't work too well.
yeah,
What
probably.
what did you get exactly? The retro handheld.
It's from RetroSnap. It kind of looks I think it's actually similar to what you have. It's like shaped like a Game Boy. It has a couple of analog sticks on the front and two sets of triggers on the back.
Okay. What'd you get it off like Amazon or something?
Now, RetroSnap has a dedicated site.
Okay, I'm gonna look this up. Duh, duh, duh. Because I'm not familiar with this. I hope you didn't fall into the it's a scam device trap. That could be why it's crashing.
I may or may not have, but I've played some games from other consoles on it, and they work fine. So
Retrosnapconsole.com?
yes,
Okay.
I got the see-through purple one.
It has dual analogs on the front, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, I may have been suckered.
I think you were suckered. Are you able to save on it?
Yes.
Okay. Then okay.
I don't know. I just
So my initial thoughts on this one you got is a lower end model type retro handheld. So it
yeah, it
might
might
not be
be.
capable of PSP games.
Probably not, but it doesn't have that many on it to begin with. So
Yeah, I mean, you could always just take the SD card out and then put your own stuff on there.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. There's a second slot that I can actually do that. Just pop it in on the other side.
well, be careful about doing that. You got to do a lot more research than just think you can. You got to look up a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
videos. So there's that because people see me bringing my two to work because I have the Mew Mini Plus and then I have an Ambernick that looks like a Vita basically. I always point
Oh
people
yeah, yeah.
towards the Ambernick if they want analog games. Anything that you want to play with
Oh
it,
yeah.
that so Ambernick does the best with PSP. Anything kind of PlayStation up that you can get away with. The Mew Mini Plus is the Game Boy looking one, no analog sticks, and it does it's best for anything like PlayStation down.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So the Ambernick I use for PC Engine CDs, the Turbo CD, the PSP games, Sega CD. You get what I'm going with there. Anything CD based, I'll play on that
Nice, nice.
because it's a little bit stronger. While the Mew Mini Plus is more port perfect to anything below that. But that's anyways. Uh, yeah, I think I don't think you got scammed. You just got one of the lower models that are out there.
Yeah, yeah, probably.
And with the tariffs and everything, well, you're not directly affected because Canada's all right still, but yeah,
Yeah,
maybe after maybe
it
when you
only.
want it, maybe if you eventually want an upgrade, but you got a Steam Deck, so what the hell? What the hell are we talking about?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got it for less than $150, so I don't think I blew too much money on it,
Because
comparatively speaking.
I think it was only like $60 on the Ambernick and $30 on the Mew Mini Plus.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. All
Oh
right,
well, my job
Dissidia.
pays well, so I'm not too. Yeah.
Yeah, Dissidia. Uh, I knew about Dissidia when it originally came out. I wanted it, but it came out when when I just started college in Germany, and I just did not have
Okay.
funds to like buy anything when I was over there. Like I'm not kidding you. I was very very broke living in the Deutschland. Um, if
Oh
beer
boy.
and soccer games weren't and hockey games weren't cheap, I probably would have never left my my little Vonheim over there. But when I did return from college over there, by that time Dissidia 12 came out. Dissidia 012 or what do you pronounce it? 012.
That's what I've been saying, but
So
it's
I
confusing.
yeah, so I ended up playing that one when I was living in Michigan, and I had a blast with that one. So this is my first time playing the original, and it plays very similar. I haven't played the Dissidia game in 15 years, so this kind of matches up.
Yeah.
The game mechanic takes a while to get used to, for sure, because it's this uh, 3D arena battler, uh, and you have
Yeah.
to build up what's called the Brave system bar. So you have to do brave attacks, which builds up your bar, and then you can do health point attacks, HP attacks, and the damage is directly tied to how much brave you've built up in that bar. Uh, so you have to navigate the battles, essentially attacking and charging up this bar until you can actually do the damage to the character. It makes for an interesting battle technique system that you got to get used to. Along with there's like traps all throughout the arenas that you can kind of Mortal Kombat esque, but not gruesome fatality type stuff. Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
you don't really, because you're playing on a PSP, you don't really see what's going on too much. Uh, that takes getting used to. The story's wacky. It's essentially two angels taking advantage. It sounds like some manhwa that I'm reading right now, where the angels
Yeah,
are
yeah.
doing things for their own entertainment, but there's higher beings involved. Very wacky. Uh, I did not know that the original basically didn't have the female characters in it. This first one, the Dissidia game, because I came from Dissidia 0012, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be uh, Tifa and Cecil and Lightning, and I'm like, okay, well, Lightning's not in this game because that makes sense. That game came out when 13 came out, basically. Uh,
Yeah.
but there was like no one from 12, and I go, why isn't anyone from 12 in this? That doesn't make sense. It's just from 1 to 10, and it's essentially just the male protagonists in all those games,
Yeah, yeah.
which is fine. They're the main characters in the games, but I was like, man, this I think the fanfare would go nuts if and then 012 came out and you go, okay, they did it the second time.
Yeah, it'd be fun to play as Tifa or Selfie or Renoa.
Renault is in 012. Selfie, is she in there? I don't think she's in the city of 12.
Ah.
I don't think so. I don't recall her being in
Hmm.
there. I know Yuna's in it. She wasn't in the city of 1 here.
In her 10-1 or 10-2 form.
I don't remember.
It would make more sense if it was her 10-2 form. That's more hand-to-hand combat oriented.
Yeah, I'm not
Plus
sure.
guns.
Uh, but anyways, that's talking about the sequel, which is like the exact same game, just with more characters and a wackier, terribly written story.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's a fighting game. You don't really need a cohesive story.
No, I mean
Just need
it's essentially 10v10 knockout type storyline that you're doing. Uh,
yeah.
I like how you could steal Brave from your
Oh
opponent.
yeah.
So you're battling this bar mechanic with your opponent instead of just it builds up and then you do a hit, build up, do a hit. There's actually a strategy to it because if you have a character that you're facing that's overpowered in some way, uh, then you're finding yourself blocking and attacking at specific times, so your brave isn't taken away. And then you find yourself in harder battles, maybe trying to risk that to build up your bar more. Very good mechanic. I was quite surprised. I remember when I first played a Dissidia game, and that really threw me off. I go, "What am I doing? I don't really understand." What about you? How long did it take to like
Yeah.
get used to everything, and especially with the battles where? Well, we'll talk about that in a second. How did you find the fighting and getting used to it?
Before it crashed after completing the first fight. Yeah, like I said, it felt very similar to how Kingdom Hearts fights are with like individual boss battles and such, and felt it felt very fun. I'm sure with like the Brave system and all that, there's there's more to it than just there's more to it than what Kingdom Hearts has.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the mechanics are obviously going to be different, but from what I could see, it looks like a lot of fun to play. It's just like I said, arena fighting with on-rail sliding and different traps and stuff to grab. Little bit like Smash Bros in that regard. But
Yeah, kinda. Um, yeah, it does make it fun, in that sense. Especially if you're a Final Fantasy fan.
yeah, for sure. It's just a lot of Final Fantasy fan service there.
Oh yeah. They could have certainly gone even further with it, but they did focus on fighting, which is the point of the game, and it's done well. The last thing I wanted to mention about the game, which gives it an enormous amount of depth, is you can customize your character's equipment, almost like a junction or a materia system to it all, and you gain experience and money through doing the battles, which can then be attributed to that. And then all the characters also have their like limit break type, because there's a third gauge. Uh,
Yeah.
I think it's like the experience gauge, I was just calling it the limit break gauge, where you build that up too, and that unleashes their crazy powerful attack,
Yeah, yeah.
which was really cool. So there's a lot of depth to fighting and building, and then the customization involved. So it's I think it's exactly like what a Final Fantasy fan would want out of a crossover fighting game, is just to mess with characters, watch them fight each other, and do cool, awesome attacks that they can do.
Yeah. Yeah. If there's anything that needs a remaster or re-release, it's this game.
Well, they did come out with the NT game, and that's on the PS4. I don't remember
Maybe
it
I'll
doing very well, and it was by Koei Tecmo, I believe.
yeah.
I think it was Tecmo. That
Yeah, I may have
sounds
to.
familiar. Because Square Enix wasn't directly involved with that one. They only published it.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I may have to
NT
have a look.
NT was redesigned from the ground up. Blah blah blah. Combat classes. Oh, this is way different. Hmm. Wow, NT has everything through Type 0 and 15.
Oh wow.
It's crazy. Huh.
Character select screen must be huge.
I'm looking at the list now. Not that it's not that extensive, it seems. Let me compare this
Hmm.
to this Dissidia. Do they have the character list here on the wiki? I mean, the soundtrack is insane with this game, that's for sure. No,
Yeah,
they don't have a
yeah.
character list. Uh, let's see. NT has Garland from 1, the Emperor from 2. I'm doing the home release stuff. Oh, there was an update, and they updated it with like 3, 4, 5, like 10 characters. Okay, so it has all the main characters from the streamlined games, including 14, which is weird. Even 11.
Hmm.
Huh. The two MMOs.
Wow.
And then that was the arcade release. So that's basically what we're playing, except it's only 1 through 10. They added a couple.
Yeah.
At the home release, so they skip the extra, like the second most popular or antagonist character. And then the after home release starts with 6. And it has like Locke, Tifa, Renoa, Yuna. Skips 9. That sucks for 9. Has 11. has 2 characters from 12, Snow from 13, Arden from 15 with Noctis. Okay. So you get what they're going for. It's the main protagonist and antagonist in like each game with a
Yep,
few
yep.
extras in there.
Nice.
Come to think of it, there isn't a main antagonist in 13. I think that's what's missing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just the world, the government, or whatever
Pretty
you want to
much.
call it.
Yeah, pretty much.
12? I don't recall. Does 12 have a main antagonist too? I don't think so. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
It's been a while since I played it.
Yeah, I know, right? That's one to go back and try out.
I just remember beating the final boss with only Gil Toss.
Yeah. So I love the depth of the game. It's a love letter to Final Fantasy games. I think it was done really well. This is an easy pass. It took a while to learn. And the
Yeah,
game's
yeah.
cheap too. It's like $8. If you want to go the NT route, it's also like $8. If you want to get the sequel, which is what I recommend because it has like all the characters that you really want, that's 15. I think that's worth it as well.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I pass it too. I'm sure if I were able to play further, I would have loved the hell out of it.
The game is immensely long. I recall it being like 30 hours for
Damn.
all the Dissidia games. And for a fighting game, that's that's quite a long time. Because you want to beat the
Yeah,
game
yeah.
and with like all the other characters. I believe there's 1 or 2 or 3 endings to it, depending on which character you do. Could be wrong
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that, but I don't feel like confirming that. Yeah, so 2 passing games. Do you have a preference of which one you preferred, Colin?
Uh, Probably Dissidia.
Yeah, I would say
But
Dissidia just because it's very unique compared to all the other fighting games out there.
yeah. Yeah, I think I give Marvel a B and Dissidia an A.
Uh, yeah, because I think what the first Dissidia was missing was I think the over the top fan service, which the sequel did. But then again, the story is kind of junk. Um,
Yeah.
hmm,
It's just an excuse to get the characters fighting each other. That's
yeah,
really
it's
all you need.
kind of lazy. Is that enough to really critique it harshly? I don't. I think that's being mean. B plus for Dissidia.
Fair enough.
I think B plus for Dissidia, and I'll go. Ooh, okay. So I'm at a crossroad here. Dreamcast version, I think is a solid B. PlayStation version's probably like a C minus. Uh, that's kind of the main one people get if you're not playing on the arcade. I'll look at it from the console perspective and give it a C plus.
Okay, fair enough.
That's what I'll go with. I prefer Dissidia. And then you went
Alrighty.
BA, so I think that just they both get Bs.
Alrighty.
Cool. So Joey's got the next theme pick, which means he has to be on the podcast, assumingly, and he's gotta choose it.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotta get going
These
there.
next two themes are blank.
Yeah, and I've already I've got my next 2 after this. Colin, it's been a blast. See you next time.
Yeah. Bye now.